Talk to Captain Garland if you're looking to book passage. The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
You've committed crimes against the Dunmer people of Solstheim. What say you in your defense?
Wise choice. Now come along with us. After we confiscate any stolen goods, you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Head over to the retching edge if the ash has your throat parched.
If we need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. How about a drink for the hero who cleared Fort Frostmoth? If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallus up a Colbjorn barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place. Haven't heard anything lately, but check back with me. You never know. The finest Sioux jammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujama. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kinda hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujama and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. Welcome to the Retching Netch, Outlander. What can I get you? Come back any time. My doors are always open.
have forgotten.
Here do we toil,
that we might remember.
By night, we reclaim.
what by day was stolen. Far from ourselves. He grows ever near to us.
Our eyes once were blinded.
Just leave me be. Sorry. Never. Who told you? The name. But this whole thing became a disaster. You come. When I first. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Takes money to make money, all that rot. You ever hear? He was the first great Nord enchanter. His best work was buried. Now they're old. What? We can sort out. Do you have the gold? I'll head back to Raven. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon. You honor the reclamations with your actions. This will not be forgotten. Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb? The reclamations are the true tribunal. The Daedra that consecrate the Dunmer people. Azura, Methala, and Boethia. We call them the true tribunal because they have reclaimed their place in our hearts from the false tribunal that came before. Sotha Sil, Amalexia, and Vivek represent what was. Beings who won the Dunmer people's hearts with their actions, but blinded them just the same. They were aberrations, false prophets. They used their status as heroes to shield the true tribunal from our minds. But now that they've been destroyed, the light can finally shine upon the House of Reclamations. They're where we inter our dead. They are sacred places, meant to honor their passing. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations to scatter the remains. Those foul vermin, the abominations we call ash spawn, have risen from the ashes of our own ancestors. They're befouling the memories of our forefathers by defiling their remains. Thank you, Wanderer. That would be most kind. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. Sounds like something from a dream, and yet it might be more strange. I remember a temple on Solstheim, and working to build something. It was not a pleasant dream.
Be cautious, friend. The Ashspawn are soulless beings with no regard for compassion. You may have everyone fooled, but I see what you're doing here. The Call of Gold sends you scurrying like a rat. Get that vile liquid away from me. You honor the spirits. I'm hoping you didn't suffer much at the hands of those foul beings.
Please, accept this as a token of my thanks.
May Azura, Mafala, and Boethia guide you.
You haven't seen Grecius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my... No, this isn't... They don't exactly grow on... Look, if you see Grecius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the... So tell me, how's my brother Kelvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up at my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this. The finest weapons and armor. tell Cretius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
With the Ashspawn threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. Thank you for your assistance. It's raised my men's spirits quite a bit.
Find my pickaxe yet?
My husband Bendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken. Sure, got nothing better to do. Mirac. I'm sure I've heard that name before. Haven't I? Was it in a dream? May your path be free from danger.
Is it because of your
Destroying
father?
the ash spawn has made it safer to work in the fields. Thank you. I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen?
At some
I
point, you're
don't
going to
think
have to
so.
choose.
Though it sounds like a name I've heard before. I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients. I hope the wilds claim me one of them. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves... We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal. I was fascinated by her work. And over a period, it wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it. Don't like it? I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible. I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about a temple here on the island. Maybe it was just a bad dream. Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
I'm glad to lend a hand.
You must be using quite a bit of your raw materials repairing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't compensate.
Not to worry, Atro. I'll recover my losses in due time.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks. Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item.
Something troubling you? I think you'd welcome a little peace and quiet.
Apologies, Admiral. In my experience, it's usually the quietest before the storm.
This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine? One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio. Your efforts in Raven Rock have proven most invigorating for my husband. I haven't seen him this pleased in many years. Why does that sound so familiar? There's no one here by that name, and yet I swear I've heard it. I don't know. It almost feels like a dream. Something about a temple on the island. Oh, how kind. Thank Gelders for me, won't you? My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock. Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name. I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple, here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream. Good old Geldis is always managing to keep our spirits up, and our eyesight hazy. Thank you. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Headed east? They want to give Tel Mithrin a wide berth. I don't like the looks of that place one bit.
Said to leave me be.
Cretius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains. He's down here. I can feel it.
That was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Cretius, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed. Apologies for Cretius's ravings. That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Cretius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. I think so, but from where? I can't recall. It's difficult. Something about it doesn't feel right. A temple here on the island. That's all I can recall. Well, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Be careful out there.
Who in the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy? Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life. The East Empire Company called it My wife and I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Now you're starting to sound like everyone else. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company's keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost. He's begging for patrons again, eh? Well, I suppose I could have just a bit. The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skull in the first place. Oh, very well. Here, tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot. I recognize the name, but I don't know how I know it. It sounds so familiar. It's so strange. I feel like it's from a dream. Something about the Earthstone and a shrine. That's it. That's all I can think of. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Assisting the Redoran Guard with the ash spawn attacks has... What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. I appreciate the help you've been giving us.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
My apologies for doubting you, Sergeant.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Your visit here would be tolerated, as long as you abide by our rules.
Find my pickaxe. So, you find... Tell you what, since you went through all the trouble, I just wanted to remind that codger you can't just go around taking things from other people. Now that you've delivered the message, I'm satisfied. Besides, that pickaxe hasn't done me any good in years. Maybe you can put it to good use. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Always glad to help, Samuel. What can... Not today. Too many...
Do I? I was going to say no, but somehow I feel like I do. Does that make any sense?
No, I'm sure of that.
And yet, I think I had a dream of a temple, and he was there.
Not today. Too many things on my mind. Pleasant journey, Samuel.
Yes?
There's nothing beyond the ballgame, except wild Nords and ash rays.
Now through him do we... Our hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen,
And when the world shall see.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. I think I maybe had a dream about someone with that name. It was very strange. Was I building something? A shrine down on the beach near the Earthstone? I'm not sure. The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
The best swordsman in all Morrowind is at your service. For the
I'll
right
give you this
price.
warning. Take that swill and pour it down a well.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Merkel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Welcome to the Rutching Netch Corner Club, milady. If you need anything, Master Gildis will be up. Sorry, Gildis won't allow me to drink while I'm working at the Netch. Safe travels.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Vendel Severin? Oh, not today. Too many things on my mind.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something?